Okay.
Ada MakerSpace podcast series. More podcasts. Problem: there are no new videos to help people learn how to build smart contracts that are up to date using the Bluetooth and Marlow breakdowns. Well, true, because it was launched like at the same time kind of when it came up. Describe your solution. 1 hour lessons anyone can watch for free that cover different aspects of using Haskell and playgrounds to build things on Cardano. Yep. I like it because it's focused. It's like for the specific thing. And when you're a developer on this challenge actually represents that how many developers we have, like who wants to get into Ada and who wants to like know stuff, and they'll be like, okay, I want more information. And then they have this voting. Okay, I vote for this. And if this gets enough votes, then it means that actually there are developers who are interested in this content. Like I've actually got this out of it. But I'm almost a bit biased too because I also watch these episodes.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't want to code actually, but I want to understand how developers code it, how they think, and how they clean it, and so forth.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just as a quick thing, Burak Shah. I probably completely butchered your name. Apologies. But yeah, if you could share with us what exactly you mean. The 1,000, was it in a particular project or just in Ada or crypto in general? Yeah, let us know in the comments. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So again, podcasts, I think, yeah, valuable. But this one's specific to the programming languages. Yeah, I think the more people are technically minded, which is not that difficult, given that something like Marlow anyone can do. It's like Lego, literally, right? With the Blockly interface, right, where you take this block and you connect it to this one. So yeah, the more people who actually have the understanding of how to technically execute stuff, the more people that we have that can actually go out and solve problems out there in the world, which I think is a good thing. Whether a podcast is the best vehicle for that, personally I don't think so, because the underlying economics of a podcast, because
yeah, you got good point, because yeah, it's new material, but then you need to be always up to date, because when 1 month this could be irrelevant, and I don't know, it depends how they actually create the content. If they just like present it and then they have like a list of GitHubs or the APIs and stuff behind it, it could be a very strong. And if they like incentive the people who are watching these like things, and they like reward, okay, now is the weekly challenge, if can you build this and upload it here, and we give out Ada for whoever does the best or whatever. Like, yeah, it all depends how it's like built up, but like we have gone through the podcast before, so
yeah. I mean, I could give my opinion in terms of like what I think the best kind of format for learning is, in terms of keeping up to date, because keeping up to date is quite important. So I suppose my 2 quick criticisms, if I could, is this the financial sustainability. As you said, it's a new language, and so unless you're creating, like, I don't know, clickbaity type thumbnails or lessons on YouTube, and to try and somehow get enough views and subscribers to that, you're going to be spending so much time putting together those lessons, but like, you're not going to be able to get enough of an audience, which will mean that it's, from a money standpoint, you can't be able to actually make it viable. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, if you're just using like a podcast format, as you said, you have to keep like updating them, right? So the way I see it, the way I'm sort of going about solving this particular problem on Cast, is the idea of Cast is going to be 24 hours, like old TV, right? We have programmer schedule, that kind of thing. And so even with the educational slots, it's going to be basically like these playlist files which are pre-recorded, right? Which are segmented, right? Say for example, you've got a lesson on deadlifts, for instance. Like one tab could be a particular video which is which is in that playlist, and then the next tab or next feature could be a different one, and basically they're all sort of separated. So if any one of those was to change, I could just quickly, or anyone on the team moving forward could just quickly go over, create a quick video of this new particular feature, like within an hour or something, and slot it into the playlist so that when it plays next time, boom, that the whole thing is actually up to date, right? It's not like a fixed video on YouTube, which you can't go in and like update. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, up to date is quite important, and just the financial element of it as well. I feel like I could go into the whole thing about that, but I won't for now.